All tied early on.
NBA playoffs on ABC. Brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. GMC, we are professional grade. And Taco Bell, think outside the bun.
Great May Day down on the pier. Good game in Staples early on. All tied at 13. The Utah Jazz, runners-up to San Antonio in the West last year. Western Conference Finals, of course, through the years of Malone and Stockton, 19 times to the playoffs, twice to the finals, eliminated by Phil Jackson's coach Chicago teams. Then they touched bottom, Jerry Sloan's team rebuilding, but in the last two seasons, very impressive with Darren Williams and Carlos Boozer. Boozer acquired from Cleveland after a contract snafu allowed the Jazz an opportunity to get in there and take him. And Darren Williams taken one pick ahead of Chris Paul, who's starring in New Orleans. And those two have reprised the point guard power forward combo. And some good players around them, like Andre Kirilenko and Mehmet Okur. And we see Utah, he'll be winning the Northwest this year with 54 wins, the 4th seed in the West.
Lamar Odom is on fire early, Mike. He has so much energy, he's ready to jump out of the gym.
Bryant, twisting move by Kobe in the air, 180, and the basket.
We have some athletes out there at the Laker end of the floor, and that's where the advantage is, not only at the two-guard position, but at the 4 and 5, power forward and center. The athleticism in this series is going to pay out as we move along.
That was all Derek Fisher knocking it away from his teammate last year, Boozer. Now pushing for space, Turiaf from the edge of his range. Rebounded by Williams.
Now the young man has had a great year. The second unit with the Lakers can go against any second unit in the league, mainly because of Turiaf. He can play two positions, rebound the ball, shot block, and then also score for you.
Okur guarded by Fisher. See if they go right back to him. Williams will take Odom instead. Met by Turiaf, but able to convert. Power forward 6'3", 205 pounds.
Now that's a confident point guard. He called for the ball because he saw that he had Odom in a mismatch. And no way is the power forward or center going to guard him out at the three-point line.
Jazz by one. There's that energy. Odom's on baseline several times, and Bryant missed the three. 4 rebounds already for Boozer. Kirilenko with his feet set. Okur tried to keep it alive, and he ends up causing the foul. Let's go back to that spectacular baseline move by Kobe.
Now this is just a miraculous shot. Keep an eye on this. You do a 360 in the air, and then you have the courage to bank it in. Now Darren just took Odom off the dribble and then challenged the shot blocker right in front of the rim. He's perfect for their style of play, Mike. Upper body strength. Great legs, and also he can finish in the paint or shoot the three.
First sub in for Utah, Paul Millsap, second year out of Louisiana Tech. Radmanovic blocked again by Kirilenko. Give him 3 in the first 8.5 minutes.
Well, Kirilenko can fill up every column defensively, not only with the shot blocking, but the steals, the forces, and deflections. He's a joy to have on your club.
7 years in the league out of Russia, using Radmanovic to the window. Kirilenko for 2. This guy was an all-star once during his career in 2004. Has had some flaky moments, let's just say. He's had some strange comments in press conferences and things like that. But when he is into basketball and into what's going on, what a indisposable part on this Utah team. Bryant fouled by Brewer.
Well, that's a situation where you play a guy perfectly. You know he's a great shooter. In the playoffs, in the round 1, he's getting 24 shots a game. And he just stares you down, and then when he wants to elevate, he's up in the air. You try to strip him, he'll be on the line all night long.
Kobe shot a lot of free throws in the series against the Nuggets. And you see he is the one who has brought that early energy that Lisa was alluding to. He and Odom for the Lakers. One more for Kobe. TNT tomorrow continues the playoff action. Game 2 as Detroit, New Orleans at home tried to take that 2-0 advantage. They'll have the action during the week. We'll pick you up on Thursday with Game 2 of that Boston-Cleveland series and Game 3 of the Hornets and Spurs. And next Sunday on ABC, you'll see Game 4 of this series from Salt Lake City. Just to set this series for you, Game 2 is Wednesday night on TNT. We'll have Game 3 Friday night on ESPN from Salt Lake, where Utah was as good as anybody in the NBA, 37-4 at home this season, and then Game 4 on Sunday. This has been a problem for Utah on the road. Fisher off on the three. The Jazz, Hubie, were 17-24 away from Salt Lake.
The transition game of the Lakers, they love to shoot the three-point shots on the break, and that's where you have to stop them. In the series during the year, they shot it over 40% against the Jazz, and that was the main area where they hurt them.
There you see the Utah numbers this year. As Millsap was fouled going up inside. They gave up a lot more points on the road, and that's dangerous against a Laker team that was 4th in the league at 108.5 points per game. We'll step out for a minute. 2:38, quarter one, game one, best of 7, the winner to the Western Conference Finals.
Tonight at 9/8 Central on ABC.
Back here in L.A., the fight for the funniest is on. The most hilarious characters in TV history are pitted against each other, and the viewers have voted to see who will win the title. It's TV's all-time funniest, Friday at 8 Eastern and Pacific, 7 Central. Only here on ABC. Lakers trail by 1. Hubie mentioned Lamar Odom bringing energy early. He's also wearing a microphone this afternoon. Let's eavesdrop.
Being a rock star is all about. Jack, let's go. Being a rock star is all about.
Some of the comments of Lamar Odom today. Odom has really seen his role change since the addition of Pau Gasol from a basketball standpoint, as well as just the pressure on who has to take the shots. A little bit of pressure off him. His production has grown.
Well, he is a player, Mike, that can give you 14 to 16 points and 10 rebounds every night out of the package. Now he can step back. Since Pau Gasol has joined this team, he's averaging 3 more points and also 3 more rebounds. The big thing here is that now he can just play within. You cannot double team him now, so he's like a wild stallion out there. He can make it happen.
Millsap missed both free throws. Here the Lakers have gone cold on the offensive end. Luke Walton in off the bench. A great series against Denver. Didn't get it, but Turioff keeps the triple on.
Now Odom put that ball right on the money to Walton. Walton had a great series against Denver. Every game getting you double-figure points and then also shooting over 70%.
Kyle Korver to the deck to try to get it away from Kobe, and he's called for the loose ball foul as Korver, who was a big trade acquisition, came off the bench. Bryant helped up by his teammates. We are into the benches now here, Coach, with Harpering and Korver in for Utah.
Well, when you have Harpering, Korver, and Millsap, you have rebounding, you have shooting, you have a perimeter, one of the better three-point shooters in the league in Korver, and one of the best foul shooters. Then you have 2 guys who are bruisers in the paint, and they also are great rebounders at both ends of the floor.
The 49 for Bryant in Game 2, one off his playoff career best of 50 points.
Well, the fact that during the season, Mike, he got to the foul line 9+ times. I like what he did in Game 1. In Series 1, also 9+. That's what makes him so special. You can hold him down in other avenues, maybe of not getting his percentage looks, but he's eventually going to get to the foul line because he will take the physical punishment.
Lakers lead by 1, 19-18, the 2-minute mark, quarter 1, game 1 of this best of 7. Fisher steps into the lane, running with Luke Walton. Travel.
Both guys had it. Ronnie Garretson and also Joey Crawford both had to travel. And that was too bad because that was a beautiful 2-on-1. The spacing was excellent. Just stay wide, stay out of the paint so that it makes it difficult on the defender.
So there it is, visual evidence for those of you who say they don't call traveling in the NBA.
Nice cut.
By Korver to Millsap, tough catch. Turioff converges. The Lakers come back the other way with Walton.
That's a bonus of Turioff, Mike, the shot blocking.
Now filling the lane, and a nice pass to Odom.
We have 2 of the top 4 passing teams in this league. They're right up there in assists. Every guy is unselfish. They'll make the extra pass in traffic. That's why it's a joy to watch them play.
Utah this year was second in assists. The Lakers fourth. And a lot of it, those passes, interior passing, Boozer to Millsap.
We just had two of the best passes I've seen this year in traffic. All right, one at one end, one at the other. Beautiful, because guys could selfishly force up a shot.
Bryant comes back behind the lines, watched by Korver essentially for these couple of moments. Fisher. And Boozer gets the board. Charlie's had a big rebounding quarter, a half dozen already. Millsap on the run.
Now, with Millsap in there and Harpring, you have to be careful. With the first unit, Utah's not a blazing fast break type of a team. But when these guys get in, you know you got to match up with Millsap with a power forward. He cannot fall asleep.
Bryant, a three and a foul away from the ball. A chance for a 4-point Laker play.
Now, he shot that from right in front of where you and I are sitting, okay? I mean, come on. We could have reached out and touched them. I mean, this is just beautiful.